All right, my boy on Dave's Spots podcast, he posted another banger. I'm not even going to front. In a heated debate, ranked these four centers based on their peak. Whoo, man. Cousins, Davis, Joel Embiid, Dwight Howard. I'm going to be real 100. Now I'm going to go from 4 to 1. I'm going to keep real 100. Joel Embiid hasn't had a peak because for the first 2 years of his career, he was hurt. Inside of the last, I think, 4 or 5 years after that, he had one MVP season. And then he was hurt again. Anthony Davis is number 3. Anthony Davis has a title. We saw Anthony Davis in New Orleans when nobody was paying attention to him, low-key be one of the top 5 best players in the NBA. I'm not going to be mad at that at all. Boogie Cousins, before his Achilles tear, was a nightmare. Yeah, they didn't win games because it just happens to be the Sacramento Kings post Jay Will, Chris Webber, Vlade. But after all that, he played with the Kings, not the Kangs, okay? I mean, Boogie Cousins was a problem. He was never, I don't think he was ever a top 5 player, but you could really argue that Boogie Cousins was a top 10 player. And those of you haters, look, let me take off my hat for this one. And those of you haters who are going to sit here and tell me that at their peak, Dwight Howard was not the best center on this list, you got to be crazy. Like, you have to be crazy to say that Dwight Howard at his peak and career is not the best center on this list. I want to know if y'all don't have Dwight number 1. I honestly would just like to know why. Because Dwight Howard, Boogie Cousins, and then the 2 injury-prone athletes of our time, Anthony Davis and then Joel Embiid. And I have Anthony Davis first because he did get a ring. Yes, it's a bubble ring, but even Joel Embiid don't have a bubble ring. He ain't got the ring pop, nothing. He got an MVP. That's not even a ring pop. And to be completely honest, Joel Embiid is not a top 5 center now. Anthony Davis, I never considered him a center. He's just a 4 who decided to play the 5 because nobody else could do it. But I'll never forget Dwight Howard dragging Jameer Nelson, Hedo Turkoglu, and company to the finals and ran through LeBron James. Y'all sleep on that. You know, I mean, Jordan had to go through, you know what I'm saying? Jordan had to go through the Celtics, the Pistons. That one year, and every other year. Dwight Howard is the biggest problem on this list. I mean, if Boogie Cousins would have been in the East with any of those teams, we might have a different conversation altogether about who's the best center on this list. That's how big of a problem Boogie Cousins was. And then people forget that Boogie Cousins and Anthony Davis played together, and when they played together, they were a nightmare for the West. But they had no point guard. You can't win without a point guard. That's it. I'm out.